Hey there, Cancer, and welcome to your February 7th, 2022 General Tarot reading. We're going to be looking at your energy, some challenges, and some outcome cards for you this week. And we're going to clarify those as we go along and then tie everything off with an oracle card at the end. And these are general readings, so some of this, all this, or maybe even none will resonate with you. We got some cards flying to come see us to start things off. Just don't try to make something fit that doesn't fit. And we also, that's not too many cards there. And this is also for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cross watchers, you're welcome too. But just know that if you're cross watching and checking in on a Cancer or you want to find out more about them, the energies can get a little mixed up. So without further ado, we're starting things off with Temperance, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles here. So Temperance is Sagittarius' card, so you may have Sagittarius in your chart. If you do, let me know down below in the comments section. But we're really looking here, I really like this because we're really focusing on good. We're really focusing on the positive, and we're really focusing on what has already been accomplished and achieved here. Because with Temperance, we're really talking about being flexible, being open-minded here. We're talking about, you can see the angel here is mixing these two fluids between these cups and really telling us that you're willing to experiment, to try alternate paths, to test the waters, see if something is going to work for you, if it's something worth investing in, and things of that nature, which I really like. With the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles here, again, talking about really focusing on the good and focusing on what you've accomplished, really focusing on your strengths as well here. So I think that's really a good mindset to come from. I remember there's a hockey player, I think his name was Steven Stamkos, and they interviewed his coach and asked him about like his coaching technique and stuff. And the coach talked about how Steven was really trying to work really hard at one point on something that he wasn't so good on. I think it was his face-offs. And the coach told him to not worry about that so much, because by focusing on the things that he wasn't as good at, he was taking away from what made him unique, which was more of like his goal scoring ability and stuff. So the coach told him to really focus down on his strengths here. And that's what I'm really seeing here, is you doing the same. It's like a similar idea. It's focusing down on your strengths rather than worrying about your weaknesses. It's kind of letting your strengths carry you through here. So I like that a lot. So let's take a look here, Cancer, at some potential outcome, some potential clarifiers. I'm getting way ahead of myself here already. Well, let's look at some clarifiers here for your energy this week. We got the Five of Swords, Strength, what was I talking about, right? And the Six of Cups here. So lots of fires in your chart here with the Strength card, because that's Leo's card. So you may have Leo in your chart, excuse me. And again, if you do, let me know down below. Always love to hear about that stuff. But with the Five of Swords and the Six of Cups here as well, again, we're just talking about your strengths. Focusing on your strengths, focusing on what's going to achieve victory for you here with that Five of Swords, because that's about being driven. It's about really focusing on your goals, trying to get to them at any cost, right? But I feel like here, you are kind of going for it at any cost, but you're finding the method. Like, what is the best method to achieve your goals here? So I like that a lot. And with the Six of Cups as well, I feel like this is a fortunate time for you. You can see these people are hauling up these cups and they're all full of something, right? You can see there's like all these sort of plant life inside of these cups. And it's almost as saying you're quite fortunate at this time. Like, I feel like this is a good time for you to be moving forward and focusing on your goals and focusing on your strengths. I feel like you're going to be making a lot of progress. So let's take a look at some challenges you might be facing this week. All right, Cancer, what have we got going on? What could be trying to rain on your parade here? We got the Empress, the Hangman, and the Eight of Wands, rather. That's interesting here. So there feels like there's a bit of a chance for stagnation here, because you can see all these characters here are standing pat, right? They're like, the Hangman is hanging around. This person on the Eight of Wands, he's sitting here defending this one position, right? He's not going anywhere. The Empress is also not moving anywhere. She's welcome to sit and kind of lackadaisically, lay around here. So that might be a challenge for you this week, Cancer, is to kind of keep moving, right? Is to not stay stationary. Let's not you know, you say, let's take a 5-minute break, and it turns into like an hour-long one. You know what I'm saying? Try to keep moving. Try to keep progressing if you can here. I would also try to keep the energy flowing too, right? Because you can see with this waterfall in the background with the Empress, it means like there's this infinite energy source. But I feel like you might be like the Empress here, not really looking at it, kind of like ignoring it almost. So just be aware of that. There is like, you do have it in you to do anything you want to do to achieve what you want to achieve and have like all this energy and this abundance like she has here. But just be careful. I feel like stagnating and staying put is kind of going to, you know, really put a hamper on that, especially here if you're really trying to defend something, like you're really taking the time to kind of give attention to stuff that doesn't matter, right? Because we talked about back here how you're focusing on the good, focusing on your strengths. Like this guy's focusing on the negative, right? These people are trying to knock him off his perch. Like if he was just focusing on the good, he wouldn't even worry about them, right? Because he knows that this is the thing he wants to do and the things he's trying to work hard for. He wouldn't take the time to try and justify why he's doing it. He would just do it. So I feel like you need to get into that kind of a mindset of just doing what you want to do here instead of trying to, you know, justify your actions to people. So let's see what we got for some clarifiers. We got the King of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords here. Yeah, that Two of Pentacles really talks about, you know, stagnating as well. Like, it's being like in that energy of like juggling, you know, you're kind of just keeping things afloat. You're not really progressing in any meaningful way. So again, watch out for that. The King of Pentacles tells us you got the work ethic, right? You got it in you. You got to just put the work in, you know, you got to go out there and do it instead of just hanging around, not doing anything here as well. And with the Three of Swords on top of all this, really just telling us that you really have to, maybe cut out some things that are helping you out, right? Like, you know, like I say, don't turn a 5-minute break into an hour-long break, that kind of stuff. You know, like don't overindulge in stuff. You know that you got hard work and you got to cut through the BS to get to the hard work, right? Or you got to cut through the BS, do the hard work so you can get to kind of that energy of, you know, so you can relax and you can kind of have fun and you can achieve your goals, right? So let's take a look at some potential outcome cards for you. See what we got for you here, Cancer. All right. Seven of Cups. Oh, we got the Nine of Cups and the Two of Cups here. Oh, I like this. Lots of emotion here in your outcome. So I like that, especially with that Nine of Cups too, because we got two nines now with the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Nines, when they are kind of the last step before completion, right? You get to the 10s and tarots when it comes to the minor arcana represent completions, right? So you're really close to something big here, I feel, especially where we have two nines, right? That's really a really good sign. With the Nine of Cups, there's this sense of fulfillment and satisfaction, which you will get from not lazing around and not doing anything, by actually doing some work and trying to achieve something, right? So I like that. That's really, that sense of satisfaction is going to be coming through for you. And I feel like too with this Seven of Cups as well, once you get the work out of the way, you don't sit around just laze around. You're gonna have a lot of options for things you can do, like how do you want to spend your time now that you have this free time and such. So I think that's really beautiful too, as well, Cancer. With the Two of Cups here, some of you could be facing a choice in the future, some sort of decision to be made here. Could also just be saying you get to spend some time with maybe a significant other of yours, because the Two of Cups can represent a soulmate. Or it could be saying that for those of you in the future, when you have this free time, you can spend it looking for someone like that. You know, you can put some time into looking for your person, or spend some time with somebody who you think could be your significant other too. So that's really beautiful. I like that a lot. Let's take a look at some clarifiers. Then we're going to get to your oracle card and we're going to read off your oracle message as well. So let's take a look. What do we have here? We got the Eight of Swords. We got the King of Swords too. I love it. And the Six of Pentacles too. Oh, that's awesome. So the Eight of Swords, I said I love the Eight and the King of Swords came out because the Eight of Swords is about self-imposed restrictions. And you got to do that. You got to be a little bit disciplined to, you know, put in the time, work, and not sit around kind of like lazing on your phone and stuff. You know, I'm super guilty for that a lot too. You know, sometimes you just don't got the energy for it, and you just, you know, you're like, I'll just scan, you know, Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or something for like, you know, a few minutes, and then a few minutes turns into like more than a few minutes, into 10 minutes, into a half hour, into an hour, right? So you got to put the restrictions on, put the phone down, discipline yourself so that you can go out there and work hard and get that sense of satisfaction here. With the King of Swords here too, he's just going to tell you simply, like the King of Swords is going to say, hey, you want to get, you want to achieve this goal? It's like, yeah, I do want to achieve this goal. Well, you can't do it by, messing around on like social media or something, right? You got to go out and work hard. So I like that a lot, Cancer. It's just real simple, real direct. And with the Six of Pentacles as well, I feel like you're going to be very fortunate at this time because there's going to be more time for you to give, right? The Six of Pentacles talks about being generous, talking about, giving to others. And sometimes giving to others isn't necessarily physical, material stuff. Like you can see this person is giving coins to these people here, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that because Pentacles do represent your value and your time as well. So that might be just saying that for a lot of you, you might be able to give more time to other people that you have. Like you have free time because you've worked and you got all your work done. You have time to give and spend with other people. So I think that's really beautiful. So let's tie this off with an oracle card. We'll see what we got for you here. I'll read you off an oracle message for you. Hope this has been helping out. Hope this has been resonating with you, Cancer. And let's see what we got for you here. All right. We've got number 40, the Mouse Spirit, saying tend to the small things. So let's take a look here and see what we got for you. There we are. The Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. The humble mouse pays attention to the smallest details, and the Mouse Spirit calls on you to notice the nuances and the fine print at this time. In your eagerness to meet your goals and pursue your dreams, it is easy to forget the importance of clear communication and tending to the little things, including people's subtle signs that they are unhappy, as well as the small voice inside of you that says, this doesn't feel right. Take your time to sniff out what you need to know. Is there some detail or nuance about how you engage others or operate in the world that is key to your success, but you too readily dismissed as nothing big or nothing special? Mouse Spirit reminds you that what seems small may be important and more powerful than you think. So look again. Do not underestimate yourself or your potential for co-creating something amazing when you pay attention to the details. So that's something you may need to do, is like pay attention to those little details, right? Like how much time am I spending doing this? How much time am I spending doing that? Is it only going to take me a few minutes to take care of this, that, or the other thing, right? Whatever those small things are, pay attention to them. I feel like they're going to help you out big time, Cancer. So hopefully that's helped you out. Hopefully that's resonated with you. You want to help out the channel, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in the next video.